Alright, you guys, this is the Curse Prophet back from another video, and I was recording my first, it wasn't supposed to be a two-parter, but I was recording the video for Wendy Williams reading, and I was shuffling the cards, and then I hit the sum button on my phone, and it cut the camera off. So here's the first 7 cards I pulled. So we have the Horse card, we have the Reverse Work, we have Marie Laveau on the table, we have Go Into Nature, we have Pregnancy and Birth, Your Road to Close, and Good Luck. So yeah, most definitely from looking at the cards right now, we see the establishment energy. Anytime we see the Egyptian energy on the table, we know that the Masons and the establishment definitely used to dabble a lot in the Kemetic energy. And not saying that they don't now, but we know that they have moved on to something greater and bigger, or they're getting ready to have to, because the sacrifices that they have been performing for a minute now are not working, and they're not as strong as they used to. That's why shit is getting more sinister by the moment. But just like I thought, yeah, she's got some roots and some stuff on her. She definitely needs to ground. When you see the Go Into Nature card, for me at least, because this is my deck that I created, you know, she definitely needs to ground. She definitely needs to spend some time outside, maybe even get into some water, because she's a Cancer, and depending on her natal chart, maybe not water, maybe another element. And then we have Marie Laveau, being that Marie Laveau, from what they say, you know, was a high priestess, or was, you know, a goddess in Haitian voodoo. We know that she's got some heavy ass work on her, and they say that Haitian motherfucking magic is pretty much like Palo. Like, if you do it and you do it right, even if you do it wrong, you're gonna cause some motherfucking havoc, and it's really hard to get that shit off of you, bruh. We see the Pregnancy and Birth on here, so we know that something new was coming for Wendy Williams, or something new was coming, and maybe it's already passed. And Pregnancy and Birth is not always good. This could be the birth of the curse on her. This could be the birth of a new disease that she has. It could be the birth of a new ailment. We see that her roads have been closed, so somebody is laying stuff. And then I think this Good Luck and Blessing card down here, what the Spirit is telling me, is that whatever they are using Wendy Williams for, as far as sacrificing her energy, is bringing them a lot of blessings and a lot of good luck. And for me, this is representing Kevin and that bitch he's with, and this lady at Lionsgate. If we can figure out if that's true, you know, all of this is alleged. You know, let me say that first, or let me say that now. You know, metaphysical sciences cannot be proved. This is just spirit talk. You know, for those who want to bitch and whatever. I can't prove shit to you. But these are the first 7 cards I got. So yeah, I definitely think Wendy Williams, somebody done laid a root on that bitch. And I for the life of me can't figure out why. I mean, I'm sure she's got a bunch of enemies. We all know that. But this seems like it's been brewing for a while. When you go and pull out that Palo Mayambe, or you go out and you pull out that motherfucking Haitian voodoo, you really have a vengeance against somebody. I mean, if you want to curse somebody up, you might go to just a little bit of root work, or a little bit of hoodoo, or even a little bit of Santeria, or something lighter. Not saying that those religions or those spirituality paths are not just as powerful, because they are. But when you know what you're talking about, and you've been inside of these spiritual systems, you know that usually Palo can tend to be darker, and so can Haitian voodoo, depending on how you use it. So yeah, Wendy Williams definitely is walking around with a curse of some sort, and it's been on her for a minute, but it's worsening. So I'm gonna draw another 9 cards, and then I'm going to close out this reading. I just wanted to check out her energy, and it's not looking too good. I really wish I was going to see like some spirits surrounding her and protecting her, but I don't see a lot of protection for Wendy. And her mother did just pass. You would think she would be there, but her mother may have not she may have not transitioned fully yet. She may have not made it to where she's going. So let's see what's going on. All right. So I'm going to shuffle one more time, you guys, for Wendy Williams. And then we're going to close it out. I would send some prayers to Wendy Williams, but I know the bitch wouldn't send them to me. So I'm be petty. She's on her own for this one. Sorry about it. So let's see. All right. Ancestors, spirit guides, Elegua, and those who stand at the gates and guard them and open the road so that we can converse with the spirits. We are inquiring about Wendy Williams. Actually, I'm going to do another 10 cards. So I'm going to pull 7, and I'm going to pull the last 3, and I'm going to close out. And this is just for fun, like I said. If you want to book a service, like I pretty much have been saying, leave an emoji down there in the comments and tell me that you want to book a reading, and I'll get back to you and send you the information over. And if you want to order my Good Luck Money Oil or my Open Rose Oil, that is very powerful, and it has been produced through way of Palo Nyambe and through rituals of Palo. You can inquire about that in the comment section too, and I'll send you a link to how to order that. I'm working on my website right now, you guys, but I'm out there. So let's see, Wendy Williams. What the hell is going on with you, boo-boo? Wendy Williams, are you really laid up in the house sick and going through dementia and shit? Like, what's really going on? And I don't really have no like questions for her like that. I'm just gonna see what the energies are around her. That's what we just gonna go with. That's good enough. That's all we need to know. Let's just see. Wendy Williams. STS Madison Nakai would say, Wendy Orenthal. Williams. All right, Wendy Williams. Alright, so one of the cards that just flew out was the Virgo energy. So we have the Earth sign energy on here, and we have Virgo's analytical ass on the table. So and the Yoruba card keeps popping up too. So what the spirits are telling me right now is that Wendy does come from a tribe. At least some of her blood comes from the Yoruba. I did just pick that up, and the card for that just come out because they heard me asking about her ancestors and who's surrounding her. But she hasn't put a lot of work into her spirituality. She is spiritual. She believes in all that stuff. All right, Wendy Williams. All right, let's see. First card, exercise. Second card, Kalunga. We have the no. We have your aura is dark. You need more power. Yeah, see, like I thought. Pregnancy and birth is back on the table. Yeah, 2, 4, 6, 7. Okay, and the same card as last time that was at the end. Or I think, was that the last card? No, the last card for the last reading. I think it was the second to last card, but she's got a couple of the same cards coming out in this reading. So the first card was exercise. We have Kalunga. We have the no card. We have the your aura is dark. You need more power, pregnancy and birth, and your roads are closed. So pretty much what I'm seeing and what I'm picking up is that Wendy Williams for a long time, and her team, and whoever stands behind Wendy Williams, and whoever puts the chip in her shoulder, and whoever, you know, puts the money in Wendy Williams' pocket, pretty much has been trying to rebirth Wendy Williams for a long time, and they have been failing because her energy is out of whack. This isn't even like MK Ultra. It's not nothing like that where they didn't pull the spirit and they didn't do what they were supposed to do and she's went crazy or she's off the wall, like on some Britney Spears shit. Like, this is pretty much like Wendy Williams is lacking power she needs to feed. Now, I don't know if Wendy Williams is feeding on the adrenochrome, allegedly, like the rest of the celebrities, but to give you an example of what I mean and how deep it goes for the lack of energy and the lack of power that Wendy Williams has is pretty bad. And also what I'm seeing on the table too is that the energies that surround Wendy Williams are very dark, especially because we have Kalunga, and Kalunga could be in synchronicity with like Yimiya. So the ocean, this is the you know, and Yimiya is the top of the ocean, and Olokun is the bottom, the dark where the treasure is. But Yimiya, you know, governs the ocean and childbirth and things like that. And hold on, because I'm getting something. Okay, so what the ancestors are pretty much telling me is that the energy in the ritual that is going on with Wendy Williams is that the spell that was put upon her, or part of the spell is that they put some form of spell where they are literally taking Wendy Williams' energy, her water energy, and they're pretty much drowning her in her own power, because her being a Cancer, And being a Cancer is a little bit different than being a Scorpio or a Pisces. The Cancer is really, really connected to the water and the emotions and the moon. And Wendy Williams, her being a Cancerous woman, she's feeling that. So whoever put the root on her definitely knows her energy, and they know a lot about astrology and astronomy and the planets and the planetary systems and the galactic energies. And damn, I'm just looking at it, and I'm just listening to the ancestors and what they're telling me, and they're pretty much, it's almost like me, because I'm a fire sign. It's like if they pit up like another fire sign against me, or the exact same, like if I'm an Aries and they put up an Aries against me, like they're literally fighting her energy with her same element. So right now what the ancestors are telling me is that Wendy Williams needs to dig through her natal chart, and she needs to study it, and she needs to go into like her moon sign or her rising sign or her ascendant, and she needs to go into that energy. She needs to step out of her water, and if she's got like fire, a lot more fire in her chart, she needs to go into her fire side or her earth side. And since earth was on the table earlier, I'm gonna guess they want her to go more into her earthly energy, and maybe she's got a lot of earth, or she's got earth placed in a very powerful place in her natal chart. That's what her ancestors are telling me, is that Wendy Williams needs to shed her water, and she needs to come out of the water right now, and she needs to go into a different energy. So like her twin sign, she needs to go into her twin flame energy, and that's above some of you guys' pay grade. But yeah, she definitely needs to come out of her water, because they're fighting her with water. They're fighting her with emotions. She was already taken down by the fact that her husband left her, and that crushed her, and that brought a lot of emotions. And then her sicknesses were bringing her a lot of emotions. And now whatever she's going through is a lot more emotions. And somebody is playing puppet master. And I don't think it's the establishment. I think it's somebody on the side. And if it's somebody in the establishment, it's somebody who's got a vendetta. And it's not the regular vendetta, you guys. It's not a regular, let's just kill her off. Because I would like to think that Wendy Williams is a high commodity, and she's worth a lot still. I mean, I'd still, if I was in charge, I'd still roll with Wendy Williams. I think she's got another 5 to 8 good more years in her. I definitely do. And maybe longer than that. She's a tough cookie, but they're fucking her up, yo. She can't get pregnant with new energy. She can't harness any energy. She's like wiped the fuck out, you guys. I know you guys can't see, but I can see and I can hear. So I want you guys to see the cards. Oh, Lordy, her energy is draining me. Okay. All right, we're going to go to the last 3 cards, you guys, and I'm going to close it out. All right, Wendy Williams, what do you want to leave us with, boo-boo? Alright, I just got another message. They're telling me that somebody's fucking with her crown chakra. That's what the ancestors are saying. And somebody has placed something into her chakra. They have placed sickness into her crown chakra, which is gonna bleed down into the rest of the chakras. This is why she's sick. Okay, that's what I'm picking up, because the Abatala card came out, and the Abatala rules the head chakra. In certain cases, yeah. All right, last 3 cards, you guys. Wendy Williams. Let's do it. Let's get it. I knew it was going to come. Alrighty. So, yeah, like I thought, Wendy Williams has not put enough time or prayer into her ancestors. I think this card came out for me. They were, and it could have been Wendy Williams, too. She's got some healing energies with her, too. And she uses her voice to heal, but most of the time take down people. But she does heal people, too, with her show. You are a healer, so I'm going to put this to the side. And that has really a multitude of meanings during this reading. But I want to focus on the last message. And it was spit rum, So they are telling her she needs to spit rum and offer rum and cigars to her ancestors, and her roads will open back up. But for Wendy Williams, the way that she's going to open her roads back up and get some help and get more power and harness more power and start to remove the darkness that is on her is to start fucking with her ancestors. So I don't know if she's not praying or she's not Christian or she's not into any religion at all, but she needs to, and she needs to go back and find her ancestors. And what they're telling me now, I hear her mother, and her mother's coming to me, and her mother is saying right now, during this reading, her mother is telling me that Wendy Williams needs to go back and remember the people that her mother used to tell her about. So, you know, like when you're talking to your mother about her childhood and stuff, and she tells you about various people, her aunties and uncles and people who you never met, or who are now past, who you may have met, she needs to start thinking of those names and remembering what her mother said. And that's how she's going to find her power. But there's a particular ancestor that her mother used to tell her about that guards Wendy, and it's going to be available to help her and is waiting on her to call upon them. So Wendy Williams needs to seek out a spiritual advisor, and she needs to set up an ancestral altar, and she needs to remember those names. And that's what her mother keeps saying: Wendy, remember the names, remember the names, remember the names. And her mother also says that not all of the names that she talked about were bloodline ancestors. Some of them were great friends or great influences in her family bloodline. So here you guys go. Wendy Williams, you guys, the cursed prophet, back. Bye-bye.